In the profound teachings of Tantraloka, the great Kashmir Shaiva master AbhinavGupta offers a deep exploration of ignorance, ajnana, and knowledge, jnana, not as mere intellectual ideas, but as the very core forces shaping human experience, either keeping us bound in suffering or setting us free. AbhinavGupta begins by affirming what has been echoed across all spiritual traditions. Ignorance is the root cause of bondage, while knowledge is the source of liberation. However, the ignorance he talks about is not just the absence of information or bookish knowledge. It is far deeper and more subtle. Ignorance, in this context, means a fundamental misunderstanding of who we truly are. It is the mistaken belief that I am this limited body and mind, and this false identification is what keeps us revolving endlessly in the cycle of birth and death, the samsara. To make this more relatable, think of a person who lives their whole life, identifying only with their name, job, relationships, and physical body. Whenever their body changes or their external life shifts, they experience fear, suffering, and confusion. This is because their sense of self is rooted in things that are constantly changing and impermanent. This false sense of self is what Tantraloka calls mala, impurity, and ignorance is the deepest of these malas. Like wearing colored glasses and mistaking the world's true colors, we keep interpreting life through our ignorance. If you want to know more about identities you hold on into your daily life, read book Ego, Many Faces I Wore by Kusum Thakur. It helps you to understand deeply how ignorance plays a role in our daily life. Available on Amazon, Kindle and Flipkart. These malas, like wearing colored glasses and mistaking the world's true colors, we keep interpreting life through our ignorance. AbhinavGupta explains that this ignorance is not something imposed from the outside. Shockingly, we ourselves choose it out of habit, conditioning and attachment. Just like someone who prefers to stay in a dark room because it feels familiar, we hold on to our limited beliefs and avoid the light of truth. This ignorance becomes the seed of the sprouting world, the samsara, which means that all our desires, worries and actions grow from this mistaken root. But there is a way out. When the veil of ignorance, especially the one rooted in the belief I am just this body, is removed, freedom becomes possible. The teachings say that this body, although sacred and powerful, is not the limit of who we are. The idea that I am only this body and mind binds us. When this illusion is broken, the true self, the infinite undivided consciousness begins to shine forth. Now it is very important to understand that ignorance is not simply not knowing something. AbhinavGupta says, even a stone doesn't know anything, but it isn't suffering. So ignorance in the spiritual sense is not the same as being uninformed. Rather it is an active misperception, a distortion of truth. It's like believing a rope is a snake in the dark. The rope hasn't changed, but our vision is clouded. This misperception causes fear, anxiety, and endless cycles of wrong action. On the other hand, jnana, true knowledge, is not about collecting facts or learning texts alone. Real jnana is an experiential recognition of the self, a deep, intuitive seeing that what I truly am is not this temporary body, but the eternal, boundless awareness in which everything appears. It is a state where nothing is left misunderstood, and no doubt remains. In this state, there is nothing to gain or lose, because the seeker realizes that they were never truly separate from the ultimate reality Siva. Let's take an example. Imagine a dreamer trapped in a nightmare. In the dream, they are scared, running, struggling, but the moment they wake up they realize it was all a play of their own mind. Liberation is like this awakening. The world hasn't disappeared, but the fear and suffering vanish because the person no longer believes the illusion. In essence, AbhinavGupta teaches us that our journey is not from earth to heaven, but from misunderstanding to clarity. Liberation, moksha, is not somewhere else, it is here and now, hidden behind the veil of ignorance. And knowledge, in its highest form, is not just about learning, but remembering who we truly are. Not small, not broken, but infinite, powerful, and free.